Welcome to the Education module, Navigating HEAR Post-Approval, Phase 3, Analyses and Results. As reviewed in the post-approval overview, there are 4 main phases of the post-approval process. In this module, we will dig into the details of the 3rd phase, Laboratory and Statistical Analyses and Results. The objectives for today are as follows. First, we want you to understand the steps involved in obtaining the results of HEAR services. Second, you should understand how to obtain access to guidance and tools for successfully navigating the post-approval process. Let's get started. You may recall this flowchart from the post-approval process overview. The process in this chart picks up after samples have been shipped to the lab hubs. Please note that the timeframes given in this phase will be in months after the completion of the previous step. Overall, once the labs receive samples, it typically takes 6 to 9 months for lab analyses to be complete and the results to be sent to the data center. Once the data center has the results, it then takes 1 to 2 months for the quality control process and then the results to be made available to the investigator. If statistical analyses have been requested, it takes another 6 to 9 months after the PI receives their data. We will anchor back to this throughout the module. Now let's get into the details. Once the labs receive the samples, they will begin analysis. But please note, the time to complete the laboratory analyses is dependent upon several factors, such as types of analyses, number of samples, and project already in the analysis queue. The 6 to 9 month time frame is an estimate, but will vary dependent upon factors just mentioned. When the lab hubs complete the requested analyses, they submit the results to the data center. HEAR's work does not end there. Once the lab hubs complete the requested analyses and the results have been submitted to the data center reviews the data files and works with the lab hub to resolve any issues. The data center will then notify you that you are able to download the lab results data and summary reports from the data center portal. This is estimated to take 1 to 2 months. If you are requesting untargeted profiling data, these will be available through the metabolomics workbench. Tracking your project status. You are able to track your project status on your My HEAR dashboard under Other Project Tasks. Here you will see analyses initiated, analyses completed, which results have been transferred to the data center, the status of the data center quality control review, and relevant comments about the analyses. Again, please note that if you have requested untargeted profiling data, these will be provided through the metabolomics workbench. Once you have received the lab results, if the data center is providing statistical analysis services, they will work with you to conduct the analyses and produce reports that enable you to achieve the aims of your HEAR project. The data center will notify you when the final statistical results files for your project are available on the data center portal. At this point, they will also deposit the data and results in the data repository. Note that the data center will notify you when the final statistical result files for your project are available on the data center portal. We have a few key reminders related to this process. First, there are many factors that impact how long the laboratory analyses will take, including the number of specimens, the number and complexity of analyses, and the queue of the lab hub. Second, please be sure to respond to all HEAR team communications promptly. Third, untargeted data is provided through the metabolomics workbench at the link found here. And finally, the data center has many resources that you might find useful during your post-approval process. They can be accessed at the link here. As a reminder, there is additional information available on the HEAR website, such as how to apply, policies, support documents, and FAQs, as well as a link to the data center portal and data repository, each of which is also linked on this slide. Good luck, and remember, we are here to help.